guys, and welcome to another adventure of Asterix. Let's create an Asterix figure together. I'm very curious if Asterix is that popular in your country than it is here in Europe. Well, I think every child knows him and of course his friend Obelix. At least here in Europe. So leave it in the comments. I really like to know where you're from and if Asterix is that well known. When I was a child, I loved to sneak to my father's comic book collection and read the comics of Asterix. And each of them with another adventure. But enough with that chitty chatty, let's focus on creating Asterix. Well, you see, I started with the head first, of course, and I added the ears, the nose. Each of these parts I created from extra clay, so I could attach it to the head, as the cartoon character also looks like if someone had stick it to the head. Right now we will create the eyes, just add some white clay, put it into the holes. I use my tool to get a very smooth surface and the iris. And just some black clay. The iris is finished. And for some details, there need to be a glossy shine in the eyes. Looks amazing. We are going to create one of the most characteristic parts of the character of Asterix. Of course, it's the yellow mustache. I decided to attach it in different pieces. But it looks like if it was cut out of one piece. Same color for the hair. Well, there's only a tiny bit of hair coming right under the helmet of Asterix. For the helmet I use an effect color, it's silver shined. If you don't own any effect clay, you can also use some gray, of course. Maybe you can use gray and some transparent polish to get the same effect. The wings for the helmet. I don't know why, but I love that part of the figure. It makes Asterix so unique. I attach some more white clay to the wings to get a real 3D effect. Just some clay will be enough for that. Attaching the wings to the head will be one of the most tricky parts. I tried different solutions and I came up with a very nice one. You will see that later. Don't forget to make some hair for right behind the ears. Same on the other side, of course. And after that we will add the hair on the back head. I almost forgot that part, the eyebrows of Asterix, and look what happens when I attach them. Wow! Looks quite so different. Now it really looks like Asterix. This part is very important. Normally we create the hands and attach them to the arms. But in this case, Asterix doesn't wear any long-armed shirt. So we have to make hands and arms out of one piece. Just draw some details to the hands. Same technique for the other side. It's so simple but so important. Just place them right next to each other so you can check if the size is the same. For the torso I'm using a bit harder clay, so I don't need any wires as a skeleton. Just some clay for the neck. And then we can add the details to the torso. First there's the belt, the green belt with yellow dots. Attach the thin layer of green clay to the torso. After that make 3 yellow balls and flatten them. Time for some further details. We will make the drinking bottle of Asterix, where he always fills the magic potion in. The magic potion from Getafix. For those of you who don't know any comic of Asterix, the magic potion gives temporarily superhuman strength to the person who drinks it. And Obelix, the big fat friend of Asterix, he fell into the bowl of magic potion when he was a little child. And since then he has that superhuman strength his whole life without drinking any. To get a full equipped Asterix we need his sword. It's made out of a very bright blue color, some yellow. And some brown clay for the handle. And now the torso is finished. Yeah, I'm always telling you guys to use some wire for the legs, and this time I didn't use any wire for the legs, and the figure shrinked down in the oven. So I show you how not to do it. I really screwed this time. So I will show you some wired legs at the end of this tutorial. This part is the same. There are some trouser parts hanging right over the shoes. And also the shoes are very easily made and really looks nice. boy, but the trousers, I really screwed that one. Finally, we will put together all parts. I thought it would be nice if the right hand is holding the drinking bottle with the magic potion and the left hand would protect the sword. So here we go, right out the oven, and look how I screwed. The minifigure bent right over. it even bent forward a bit. But first I'm focusing on the wings for the head. I'm removing some clay to get a better surface for the glue. As the glue needs some time to harden, I attached some clay to the head, and so I could lean the wings right against it. And then it just takes some time. But what to do with the legs? I decided to remove them and start all over again, but just the leg part. I also can use the shoes for the second time. And this time I am fucking using wire. First I was not sure about baking some parts twice, for example the shoes. I looked it up, the internet said no problem about that. I tried it and you will see that later. It really makes no problem. I kind of have a déjà vu. We've been there before. But finally, we made it. Get ready to get some transparent polish. It's my favorite kind of work, you know that. I use the polish only for the eyes and the helmet. And here we go! Did you like the making of Asterix? Leave it in the comments. I'm happy to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel. You will see the making of Obelix. And see you next time. Bye.